My name is Remains West, wishing you live and direct from the heart of Africa. If this is your first time watching me on this channel, you are highly welcome. This is a place where I separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today I'll be talking about Donald Trump and the recent visa restrictions on Africans, especially Nigerian, using Nigeria as a case study, and of course the impact of what is known as colonial mentality on Nigerians and African people. This is something that is a very serious issue. It's an illness, like the Stockholm syndrome. Colonial mentality is something, according to Google, let me just say it's something that is very important. It refers to the psychological impact of colonizations, where individuals from formerly colonized territories internalizes the colonizer's culture, values, and perspective, often viewing them as superior to their own indigenous culture. And this can manifest as a preference for foreign goods, foreign lifestyle, excessive love for the colonizers, way of life, for everything about the colonizer, and at the same time, a rapid and degenerative devaluation of their own local culture, traditions, identity, and language and everything respecting to them. Colonial mentality is something that is affecting a lot of act of colonization. When a people have been abused, oppressed, repressed, brainwashed into believing that they are good for nothing, that they have no better life apart from the life that the colonizer offers them, that they are raised from nothing, that we amount to nothing, except they accept the colonizer's way of life, thinkings, ideology. When this have been repeated over time, for it to be successful, to know that it is successful, the victim, which is the colonized, will not fall in love with the colonizer. The victim will fall in love with the abuser. As a result of this, their mentality will not change from a mentality of independence, a mentality of self-sufficiency, a mentality of doing things by yourself, of loving yourself, to now loving your colonizer, to now loving your enemy. And what you will not have is what they now call colonial mentality. Colonial mentality. Fela calls it colo mentality. It is a serious problem in Africa. Taking Nigeria as a case study, a lot of Nigerian people suffer from colonial mentality. Why do we suffer from this? Because we were colonized. We were totally colonized. Even me, myself, I used to suffer from colonial mentality. When I was a Christian, I used to think of the highest thing for me, the dream that I have, the dream that every colonial mentality person have, is to become like his colonizer, to become like the white man, to travel to the white man's country, travel to America, travel to Europe, to live like him, to get married to his children, to take care of him, to continue his legacy of colonization. This is the dream, the secret dream of every colonial mentality victim. They hate themselves. They suffer from self-hatred. They suffer from inferiority complex. They suffer for a lack of identity crisis. They suffer from trauma. The only way for them to continue in this state of lack of identity, lack of dignity, lack of self-respect, lack of anything of value, is to continue to hold on to the trousers of the colonial power. And this is a major problem that is wrong with a lot of African countries. And now Donald Trump is trying to cure that problem. He's trying to cure it. So recently, what did we see? He been placing restrictions on various African countries. He started with South Sudan and Somalia and some other countries. He gave them outright bans, no more coming to America. He stepped up the challenge, he stepped up the process, which is a very good thing. He apparently have now added Nigeria to the lists, which is why I'm so happy. And the whole of Nigeria are now in turmoil because of this simple thing that they just did. Before now, Nigerians, a lot of them, especially the elite class, the politicians, the people ruling us, our governments, people, all of them have dual citizenships. Their dream is when they get into politics, the first thing they do is to steal a lot of money and acquire a foreign citizenship to be more closer to the colonizer. This includes, but not limited to, getting an American visa, which is a very important thing for all of them. The American visa they always sought for is a non-immigrant 5 years multiple entry visa, whereby they will give them American visa for 5 years or 2 years. You can travel to America anytime they like it's their backyards. And they love this. As a result of this, they feel that they are higher than the average Nigerian. They have access to America, the most powerful country in the world. All their dreams is now manifested. They are equal to the white man, to the Caucasian. They can talk down on Africans, and they don't really care about the continents. So what they do is to steal money from governments and go and be buying houses in America. They do this in Canada too, buy house in Canada. And then anytime their wife is pregnant, they make sure that they send the wife to America to go and give birth in America, so that the child will automatically become an American citizen. This is what they do, our Nigerian politicians, all of them, they do this. Then once they have a child that's an American citizen, they are already one leg inside America. So what they do in Nigeria is that they start misbehaving. They start stealing money, government money, embezzling our funds, committing all sorts of crime. They don't do any development projects. They don't think about developing the country. They don't think about making the country a better place, because they believe that they will go and live in America. And anything that want to happen in Nigeria can happen. They don't care about it, because they have a foreign citizenship, and their children is not going to suffer. Only the people that are the middle class or the poor people, the poor masses, will be the ones to suffer. Most of our political elites, in fact, all of them, their children do not even school in Nigeria. So they don't see a future. They don't see any needs to develop the country, because they don't have any interest in the country. Due to the colonial mentality that they have, they now value foreign countries more than their own country. They don't dress African. They don't buy anything from Africa. They don't even live there. They just come there to work, get money, then they travel abroad. And they don't care what happens. Insecurity is everywhere. Poverty is everywhere. Inflation is everywhere. They just mess up the place. They don't do roads. They don't build factories. They don't do anything. All of them are guilty of this. So this colonial mentality is what is worrying them. Then the money they steal, they take it to develop abroad. They go and put it in Swiss bank, put it in open accounts in America, in Canada, and they buy properties outside, and they don't develop their own continents. These have been going on for a long time. Nothing is happening. Nobody is changing anything. Now, President Trump, God sent President Trump, has now come now. And he has now changed that to a 3 months visa, single entry for them. And they are all over the newspapers screaming bloody hell. They want their 5 years back. Me, I am so happy, because this is a very good thing. This kind of enablement of allowing our leaders to come to be going to America, it makes them not to be responsible to the people back home. And it needs to stop. So Trump is doing a very good thing to reverse back this trend. So I am very, very happy, because what happens now is that many of them will not have undue access to America. When they finally apply for a visa, they will only stay there for 3 months, and then they need to get out of the country to apply for another visa. This is going to be very stressful, and that is going to force them to reconsider their future options. And that very thing of giving birth in America and you become a citizen, Trump is trying to ban that thing, which is a good thing, so that it will make people from every part of the world want to build and plan a better future from the country you come from. When these colonial people sees that they hate themselves so much, they hate their country, they don't even want anything good for their country. So all they think about is running away, running away, running away, running away, trying to cut themselves as much as possible from Africa. But these policies Trump is introducing is forcing them back to where they come from. So I don't see anything wrong with what Mr. Trump is doing. And he's doing it, he's putting the icing on the cake. Then he didn't only do this, he invited about 4 or 5 West African presidents to his office. And he treated them like little children. I saw the interview yesterday. I was so happy, because these leaders, they are very stupid people. These leaders are people that are being responsible for underdeveloping their own country. Imagine you talking to 5 presidents at once and they are answering yes, sir, like they are reporting to him. And he's even chided the president of Liberia to show you that he just want to belittle them. He's pretending that he don't know that Liberians speak English, and Liberia is the only country that American colonized in Africa. Liberia in West Africa was the only country American colonized. How dare you will not know that they will speak English? You are not talking to the president like you don't even know that they speak good English. For me, that is very, very insulting to that country. And it's a good thing, because that president is somebody that is suffering from colonial mentality. When you are not proven to be independent or be able to stand on your feet, you will be insulted. The way Donald Trump spoke to those 5 West African presidents yesterday, I don't think he can try that with him. President Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso. He can't talk to that guy like that, because that guy is not suffering from colonial mentality, and that guy have a lot of self-love in himself. He will not even fly to America to meet Trump. He will not even want to shake the hands of Trump. Trump is going to respect that guy a lot more than those 5 African presidents. And he treated them like little children. If those presidents have any dignity, they will know that they are being insulted at the White House. But of course, they won't know, because they love their colonizer more than themselves. Whatever the colonizer does to them is good. It's okay, he's strong, he has the right to do it. But for me, he doesn't have that right. What the colonized suffer from is a lack of dignity, lack of self-respect, lack of knowledge of self. And this is a very big problem. A lot of Nigerian politicians, they have this problem. And that is why they are not interested in making Nigeria a better place. All they do is to steal money from the governments, and they run to America, they run to Europe to go and spend the money. And now a lot of these foreign countries, they are tired of seeing this happen. So they are now trying to tighten their borders to restrict our politicians from coming in, because they know that the real people are not getting the money to come in. UAE has restricted a lot of Nigerians from coming in, and it's like we are begging them to go to their country. If somebody say, don't come to my house, or you should come to my house, you don't spend more than 10 minutes at a time, because I have other things, you should respect his wishes. I don't see anything wrong in this country saying that Nigerians should not go there. I don't see anything wrong. It's their country. You have no right to dictate to them how you should visit them or how long you should spend there. If I tell you don't come to my house, I know why I say you should not come to my house. If I don't have time for rubbish, for people that have low mentality, for people that don't know themselves, for people that are not ready to act like adults, I don't have time to entertain those kind of people. So I don't invite them to my house. Until you begin to act like an adult, somebody that is having some self-respect and dignity, only then will I choose to take you as a friend, that I can ask to come and visit me. Nigerians now, Nigerian politicians, pastors, criminals, they are not behaving mature to the outside world. And everybody knows this. They know that Nigeria have a lot of natural resources, and money is not our problem. And the problem is leadership. And these the same leaders keep going all over the world begging for loans, cap in hand, begging. And you're sitting on billions of dollars of natural resources, but you can do nothing with it. It is not shameful. It is high time, I think, other countries should start kicking our leaders and even our citizens out of their country. Enough is enough. If you don't feel ashamed, other people should be ashamed for you. And I think this is what is happening to Nigeria now. A lot of people are ashamed when they see Nigerians spending money abroad, buying houses, living very, very large. And we know a lot of people are suffering back. Oh, we don't even have steady power supply in Nigeria. Many times I do this, bro. I have solar in my house. I use solar, I use generator. We know they get light for Nigeria. And you see our presidents wearing big agbada, posing. Light not in the country. As I talk, so light not in Nigeria. Don't let anybody deceive you. We only survive on solar and generator. Fuel. Yet you see our leaders behaving like everything is all right. We have problem of insecurity. Kidnappers, Boko Haram, ritualists, they are on the rampage. Every day we hear cases of this. They are not even interested in securing the country. We hear painful cases of how things are galloping inflation, goods are very expensive. Things here are not easy. The country has. But you see our leaders creating budget of trillions, spending money, buying yashis, buying private jets up and down. Where is all this money coming from? Is it not the people's money? Why are they not using it to create meaningful projects for the people to enjoy? Why are they not? Where are the infrastructures? Where is this money going to? How many people have the EFCC? How many politicians have then been able to arrest and persecute successfully? Zero. EFCC, Economic and Financial Crimes Commission in Nigeria, only interested in going after Yahoo boys on the internet. They don't go after the big criminals. They don't go after pastors. They don't go after politicians. They don't go after government officials that steal billions. But yeah, they go after the Yahoo boys that steal a few $1,000s. People that are stealing billions and trillions, they don't bring them to book. So the system here is based on the foundation of corruption. And we have not been able to exercise that from ourselves. So if a foreigner like Donald Trump wants to help to solve our problem, I'm very happy. Now he has taken that 5 years visa away, taking the 2 years visa away, give them 3 months as a courtesy out of his own kindness and benevolence, so that they won't accuse him of racism. And they are screaming all over the place, bloody mother. Is it your country? Are you not ashamed? If Nigeria is a good place, why do you want to go to America? If your country is good, they cannot even build a decent hospital in countries. A lot of our doctors are running all over out of the country. Doctors and nurses are running to go to other countries. They don't even pay them properly. Nobody is well paid in the country. Police is not well paid. Soldier is not well paid. Doctors and teachers, they are not well paid. All the money goes to the politicians. So why will the country not be the way it is? And they talk about fighting corruption. They are just deceiving themselves. So it's a good thing that Donald Trump is doing. I think that right now I am loving that guy every day, even though he's a racist. The kind of things he's doing is to resanitize America in a way that all those leashes, those cockroaches, those people that are suffering from colonial mentality, not only Nigerians, so the Venezuela people, the people from other countries, what would they call them? Haiti, those people that are trekking all the way to Mexico from all over Latin America, going to America, Puerto Rican people, is chasing them back to their own country. You cannot just leave your homeland behind without any responsibility and be running away, running to Europe. You see Africans trekking through Sahara Desert, risking their life to go into slavery in Libya just to go to Europe. This is colonial mentality. You're now running to meet the people that catch your forefathers and put them in chains. You are now the children now running, risking their life to go to that very country to meet those people, to enslave them to those people. Somebody was saying the other day that if a slave ship should come to Nigeria now, a real slave ship from maybe the 1600 arrive at the shore of Nigeria, and they actually bring real chains to put on people's hand and tell them we are going to enslave you in Europe. He's saying that a lot of Africans will happily enter the ship. And it's a true thing. I am sure that a lot of Africans, a lot of these Puerto Rico people, many of them will enter slave ship to go to America and Europe. Real time. These are people that have lost all self-respect and self-esteem. Empty vessels. It doesn't matter their status in society, whether they are rich or they are poor, as they still have the colonial mentality inside them that everything from America is better, everything from Europe is better. Even if it's shit, as far as the shit is from Europe, it is better shit. We have these people in governments. How will our country grow? How will Africa grow? So the only thing is to pray that something should happen to these people. And I think that some of those our prayers have been manifested by people like Donald Trump and these other governments that are taking it upon themselves to push African people out of their country, which is a good thing. I see most of these Africans, sorry to say, I have traveled, but the way they are doing it here, when you leave your country behind, then you steal money from your country, money that you're supposed to use to develop your country, you carrying out that money to somebody else's country. I see it like a mutiny, betrayal, not only embezzlement. You are helping to underdevelop your own country. You are helping to kill your own people indirectly. Maybe if there's a place that is supposed to build an hospital because you stole that money, you didn't build that hospital, people will start dying because you did not do your responsibility. You have killed those people. It's even worse than you taking a gun and shooting them directly. You kill them slowly and painfully. A place that's supposed to give them clean water for drinking, you refuse to give them that clean water and they start dying. You are responsible for killing those people. A place that is supposed to put light, bring development, and give people job, you refuse to build a factory, you refuse to give them job, and you stole that money. Then crime started to happen. They start killing people, fighting, prostitution. You are responsible for bringing that evil into this world because you refuse to do the things that you're supposed to do to stop the evil. And then you start complaining the people are bad, but you are responsible for doing that evil to them by holding the money, withholding the funds that you're supposed to give them in the first place. So these politicians, I see them like betrayers of our trust. They are worse than even the colonizers because they look like you. They have the same skin like you. They come from the land, but they're supposed to have more responsibility towards the land because they are from there. Unlike the colonizer that came as a stranger, stole things, and he went back to his land to develop his land. He has a source to protect him. But you are from this land. And you have a responsibility to protect this land. Instead, you are destroying the land. So after destroying your own homeland, destroying your own community, destroying your own country, where will you go to? You will now run to the colonizer's land to now want to be like them, to support them, to naturalize to be like them. This is where we are in Nigeria. Most times, somebody said it some time ago that African leaders, the only time they want to do something for Africa, when they remember Africa, is when they are dead. When they are dead, they carry their dead body back to be buried. That is the only time they remember Africa, when they are dead. So Africa is a cemetery for them. Nothing else. So this circle needs to stop. So Donald Trump is doing a very good thing. I salute him for this good work he has did for stopping this visa nonsense. And I will be very happy if he can even reduce it to just 2 months or 1 month, so that people will learn to stay their country and develop your country. If everybody has been chasing our Nigerian people from their countries ever since, Nigeria would have been a good country by now. So we need more visa bans. UAE is doing a good job. Canada is doing. We need more from UK. They should stop giving our people visas, so that our people will be forced to stay, fight the government to make the government good, to hold the government accountable. Because if our people keep running, who is going to fight? Nobody is going to stand to ask for a better Nigeria. So they should be denying us visas. Please, it's a very good thing. I don't see anything wrong with it. Okay, I don't see anything wrong with it. In fact, this is the best thing that have happened since Donald Trump got into presidency. This one touched them. He touched them. He touched all of them. They feel him. So they are not begging. They want it restored. They are ready to do anything to get back their 5 years. But I think it should be fair more. We need to get rid of colonial mentality. What is causing this colonial mentality? Religion, religious indoctrination. Religion teaches you self-hate. Religion tells you that your ancestors are evil, your ancestors are demons, you have nothing to offer except you accept Jesus Christ. The white man is God, everything from Europe is good, everything from Africa is bad. They are here to help you. The only way you can be able to be meaningful is to accept Jesus and do whatever he tells you. Colonial mentality. That is why you see our women nowadays, they have now abandoned their natural hair. The average Nigerian woman, you never see her with a natural hair anymore, because she feels that her natural hair is inferior. So they spend extra money to buy this weave-on. They have different names. Buy Brazilian weave-on, Venezuela weave-on. They have the one they call frontal, cap wig, bone streets, all sort of nonsense. Human hair. Is it not ritualism where you wearing another human being's hair on your head? That one would be like ritualism to me. I feel for me to wear another person's hair, I will feel that maybe some properties of that person's personality is going to transfer to my own head and affect my behavior. But a lot of women do all these things because they are suffering from inferiority complex. And when you tell them, they will tell you that you are a poor man, you don't want to spend money for your wife, you don't love your wife, that's why you don't want to buy weave-on for your wife. Imagine you as an African will be buying hair of another woman for your wife to be wearing, so that she will look like a European woman. How many European women have you seen wearing African women's hair? Is this not madness? But now it is the normal thing in Africa for our women to be wearing European women hair. This is the height that we have depreciated to. In spirits, we have hated ourselves to be so inferior that we want to copy everything from the colonizer. We now eat their food. Our local food, most girls will tell you they don't know how to cut eba anymore. They can't eat eba. They were using spoon and fork to eat eba, or to imitate their colonizer. They'll be speaking in a funny way. It's only in Nigeria you will see somebody will spend just 2 weeks in America. He will come back, he will start speaking slang, speaking American English like he has been there all his life. Only 2 weeks, so now they go Europe. They will come back on the speak English where you need to understand. They will even speak it funnier than the white man. All because of self-hatred they have for their local language. This is very, very painful. Most of the things anything made in Nigeria, made in Africa is fake and inferior. Only white products is superior products. This is self-hate we are practicing. Self-hate as a result of colonial mentality. So if Donald Trump is going to cure us of that self-hate by forcing us to stay in our country, then he's doing a good thing. I don't see anything wrong. In fact, he should impose total ban on Nigerians. Those politicians that are claiming for health reasons going to France. Our president does not even treat himself. In Nigeria, he will go to France for medical help. Why can't he build a state-of-the-art hospital in the country? I don't know why. Any little thing they have traveled, go and be hiding money in abroad. So we need more countries to ban us so that we will get sense. This is a good thing. So colonial mentality is a disease. And for my people in America, if you see any Nigerian having this colonial mentality, please call them to head order, insult them, curse them, ask them to tell you things about African history and spirituality. You find that they know nothing. Tell them to be ashamed that they are from Africa and they know nothing about their history and spirituality, so that they will be ashamed. Because if we don't talk to them, we need to be holding them accountable. If we don't talk harsh to them, then we think they are doing the right thing. So we should be insulting all these Africans that are coming to America to hide, coming there to behave like the American. They just go there only 2 weeks, so they have bust their ear to put earring. They have started drawing tattoo all over their body. They have started behaving like they are more American than you, and they are from Africa. When you see these people, do not accept them, insult them. And especially the Christian ones, tell them to their face that they should be ashamed that they know nothing about Africa. They should go back to go and learn, connect to their roots, so that they will get sense. We need to be harsh to our people. Because if we keep encouraging them, it will look like we are enabling them. So we should stop petting them. It's not okay to be stupid anymore. It's not okay to be an idiot. It's not okay to be suffering from colonial mentality. It's not a virtue. It's not a virtue to be suffering from inferiority complex or self-hate to the point whereby everything about Africa is bad. You don't know anything about yourself and you don't want to know. This is so painful. So we need to change this colonial mentality. The only way we can change colonial mentality is as attacking it as a problem. It's a psychological problem, also a spiritual problem. It starts from the mind. We need to talk about the importance of Africa, the real history of Africa. We need to talk about the truth about the effects of colonization. We need to expose the evil religions. Then we need to make sure that we accept ourselves publicly and by restricting this disease from coming to our environment. Okay, we need to be pro-African. We need to say it out, and we need to be black and proud. Of course, all these things will help us to change. People need to see us talking about these issues. And people that are like Trump, we need to support him. Of course, he's doing some things, but he's also doing some good ones too. So I applaud him for this new one he did. It will solve many problems. A lot of these useless people that are running away, their dream is to run to America. It will solve that problem for them. They should run back to Africa or go somewhere else. Okay, America is not a trash bin for where everybody should be going. So should be able to do things well. Okay, so this is where I will stop today on this video. I hope one or two people get one or two things from it. Questions or comments are welcome. Please like and share the video, and of course subscribe to the channel. And when you subscribe, try to hit the enable all notification button so that when I push videos like this, you will be the first to get them. And just click subscribe. Then under the subscribe, you see enable all. Click the enable all notification button so that anytime I post anything, if it's articles, shorts, or videos, you will just see it in your feed. Then you can get access to it. Then if you want to learn African spirituality, I teach it on this channel. I have a 6 months program that I run where I teach African spirituality from the ground floor. I normally started from the history to the science to the metaphysics and then to the hardcore spirituality. There is no way you will claim you are practicing African spirituality without knowing African history. It doesn't work like that. It goes together. You must know the real history of Africa, not the whitewashing nonsense that they teach in the academic system. You must know the real history. That is the one I teach. The one that the colonizers are hiding from you. The one where we were the cradle of civilization, how all the Greek philosophers came to study in Africa. Civilization did not start in Greek, it started in Africa. They are lying to you. So this is the one I teach, so that you will be empowered, you will be better informed, so that when you see the enemy, you will know how to talk to them. When they are trying to put you down indirectly, they are trying to say lies, you can stop them, counteract them with the truth. The only weapon we have is the truth. And you need to have access to this weapon. And this is the weapon I offer you. The truth. Nothing else. Here we are not bent on marching, protesting, begging for our rights. Here we learn the truth. And we surround ourselves with the whole armor of the truth, the African truth. So I will give you that knowledge and that power on this channel. I'll teach you the metaphysics. I will teach you how to make contact with the various principal deities we have in African spirituality. And you will learn a lot of things. It's worth the journey, worth the investment. So please register for my program. Then if you like to read, so far I've written 3 books on African spirituality. It's very, very interesting. This one is quantum physics and African spirituality. This one's talk about the interrelationship between quantum physics and science and African spirituality. Quantum physics is the study of the minutest invisible particles of nature. These are things you can't see with the naked eye. African spirituality is the study of the spirit world. It is the same thing. Yeah, I was able to tie the 2 of them together. I covered advanced topics in this book, like in time travel, space travel, quantum entanglements, the black hole, the wormhole. I talked about negative space, the evil forest, classification of deities, origin of Christian religion from Kemet, how the Christian religion plagiarized ancient African spiritual knowledge, and they sold it to you the way it is. Origin of slave trade, transatlantic slave trade, impact, effect. A lot of things are in this small book you are seeing. This is the first book written on quantum physics in the whole of West Africa. If you want to know or have the evidence or how African spirituality connects with science, modern science, this is the material with a lot of evidence. This book, you can take it to the court of law. It has a lot of scientific evidence. Very, very valid book. You need to have your copy. You will not get it anywhere. You only get it here. This one, Walk in the Shadow of the Gods, have over 200 spells that will help you in every part of your life. There's spells for love, for protection, for well-being, for different kind of illnesses. The remedies are here. Botanical names are inside. It will help you to solve many problems. It will increase your capacity. With this book alone, you can open your own shrine and start your own practice to be helping people, helping your fellow African people. So please get your copy. Read it by me here. Then this one, Whispers of Aminte, Pathways to Ascension. This one will help you connect with various African deities in their natural states. Deities representing prosperity, representing reincarnation, representing death, desolation, representing different aspects of life. These deities are part of nature. They are entities that are here. The intelligence behind those entities. These are principles our ancestors have discovered and they have been venerating. You need to know about them, understand them, know how the spiritual world works. Empower yourself today. These 3 books will help you to advance your spirituality in no small way. Takes out all the noise from whatever is going on out there. So please get one or any of the copies. I suggest you get the 3. I'm still writing more. Another one is coming out very soon, okay? Then if you want to do your Oracle Tarot divination, I do that. You can contact me on this channel. I charge them $50 for that. If you also want to buy your spiritual items, your meditation beads, your cowries, jewelries, black stone, miracle stone, thunderstone, candles, perfumes, all sort of stuff we use in African spirituality, I sell them on this channel. You can contact me as well. Apart from that, I thank you very much, and I'll be seeing you in the subsequent videos as usual. So take care and bye. Peace.